This is the outside of the Mobilvetta K-Yacht 85. As I move along, we will firstly come to storage locker. We can just see the fresh water tank just there as well, and then the two drain pipes, one being the pipe to drain the tank down completely and the other one being the travel drain. Just above this we have the fresh water fill point. So to fill up the fresh water tank, unlock the cap, push it in, twist it round and pop your hose pipe in to fill it up. Gas locker just here. So we have room in here for two gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. Mains hookup connection just here. Just remember that when you are removing the hookup lead to also push down on the black lever just here as you remove it. Flue for the Truma combi boiler just here. We don't need to do anything with this. There's no covers or anything that need to be removed. Just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. And then we have the external shower point. So as long as you have fresh water in the tank and the water pump turned on, all we need to do is just plug it in and then turn it to lock it into place, and then it automatically goes under pressure. If you have the boiler on, as you can see, you will get warm water as well, and it's just mixable just by turning. Access to the garage space. So we have the compressor and foam just here, as this model does not come with a spare wheel. Fire extinguisher, mains, lead, ladder for the bed. Just here we have the Truma boiler. To drain the boiler down for winterization, it's all just done on this drain valve just here. This drain valve is also automatic, so if the temperature around this area drops below about 3-4 degrees, this valve will automatically open and drop all the water out of the boiler to frost protect itself. If you are going to manually drain it, firstly make sure the water pump is turned off, and then twist this blue diamond here, and this will then release the valve, and then the water in the boiler will drain out underneath the motorhome. When you twist this, a blue button will pop out just where my finger is pointing, just at the base of the unit, just down here. And then to close it again, twist back and then push the button back in, and it will then seal it back up again, and you'll be able to refill the boiler. If this auto drains, all that will happen is the blue button at the bottom will just pop out, and to reset it again, all you need to do is push it back in. If you're pushing it back in and it's just popping straight back out again, it's just too cold, and you'll need to turn the heating on to generate some heat to allow it to reset. If you are manually draining it, just twist it, leave it, and then when you come to fill it, twist it back to where it is, push it back in, fill up the fresh water tank, turn the water pump on, and it will then begin to prime the boiler back up again. reverse camera just up here, and then as we come round we then come to access into the garage from the other side. As you can see, we have a light just here. We also have a main socket as well. Barbecue point just here. So you'll see that we have the adapter just here. So attach the hose to this part here and secure it with a Jubilee clip. And then to use it, just plug it in and it will lock into place and then allow you to turn the gas on. To remove the collar, just literally push on it and it will then pop back out again. External main socket, TV and satellite points just here, and sitting just below that is a Continental 12-volt socket. Cassette toilet just here. So to remove the cassette, just lift up on the lever and pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you are pouring it away, to hold the button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. And by turning this part here, it gains access inside the cassette for additional cleaning. If you do need to gain full access inside, this whole section can be removed. You'll see at the moment that the arrow is pointing to the locked point. By twisting it around so the arrow faces here, this part will then come out. All of these cassettes are now on wheels with extendable handles. Vents for the fridge freezer. Try to avoid spraying water at them when washing the motorhome, and try to avoid anything obstructing them. Storage space again. And then we have the location of the leisure battery just there. We also have the mains trip switches just here. So we've got the individual MCBs and then the main RCD and the test button just there. So if anything's not working on main supply, just check to see if you've tripped. And then we have the 12-volt fuses just there. Again, they're all labelled up. So if anything's not working on 12 volt, just check to see if you've blown a fuse. We have the main fuse off the leisure battery just here, and we can also isolate the 12 volt completely just here to kill any residual draw on the leisure battery when we're not using the motorhome for long periods of time. Diesel fill just here. Cap unlocks on the ignition key. And then we have AdBlue top up just underneath. It will let you know on the dashboard when your AdBlue needs topping up.